Are you prepared if a crisis hit or strike tomorrow? This is a question I always ask advisors out there. What if I'm going to tell you that recession is coming tomorrow? Would this be an opportunity of a lifetime for you as a financial advisor? Are you even prepared to navigate it, to go beyond, above and beyond for your clients? We are not talking about surviving economic downturns. We are exploring how to thrive, grow, and even lead your client's portfolio to success during these challenging times. So ask yourself, are you prepared? Are you even recession ready for them? So let me share some stories that I've experienced over the time when I'm a trainer in an advisory company. So the first thing that I actually tell my advisor, recession is really an unseen opportunity. So looking back at the past recessions, there is always a pattern that emerges again and again. Many advisors, what they do during a recession is they tend to pull back, overwhelmed by uncertainty. So what we want to say is, this is one of the biggest opportunities for you. By choosing to be proactive, embracing communication, open conversation with your clients, and sharing executional plans with them, you do not just become an advisor that safeguards their interests. You actually can significantly increase their portfolio and even expand your own clientele. And like I said, this is a good opportunity. Do not miss it. Another thing that really happened to me when I started the industry, it was during the COVID-19 period. What I have done, and I always share, is crisis investing, right? It's really a test of our competency. So some of my trainees, what they did was, when I was a coach, they did not just pass the test. They set the new standard in the advisory business. They were proactive, reaching out to their clients, not just with steps, but with clear, actionable steps. And in turn, they become a beacon of hope for them. They were not just surviving, they were strategically growing their clients' portfolio during this time of recession. And at the same time, their client base. So, like I say again, you are not here to just protect your client's portfolio. You want to help them to flourish in times of crisis. And that's the moment where wealth is being transferred. So even like for myself, some of my clients actually grow by 20%, 60%. Some who took the advice, they actually grow 60% like me. Even my own portfolio grew by 60%. Then another group of people is you can really take advantage of this recession. Why? Because there are groups of advisors, when faced with uncertainty, what they normally do is really traditional passive advice. Just typically just tell their client, okay, just invest for the long term, have a long-term view on the asset, do DCA. I can tell you honestly, this is not enough. So for us, what we want is to have a proactive approach to the matter, right? Having a proactive approach, right, is going to clients in advance. Even before they text you, you go to them so that they can ask you questions about it, so that you can bring clarity to them. And this is the kind of advisor you need to be. But to do that, you need to have framework. You need to be prepared for the kind of conversation that they are going to ask you, or they are going to challenge you. And that is the level of trust that we are talking about. Typically, most advisors, people trust them purely during times of bull market. It is easy to make money during bull market, but the challenge comes when the bear market comes, or even recession comes. That is truly a test for you as an advisor. And that's what I meant is when trust go to the highest level, which is accountability. Are you accountable to your clients? Are you even committed to them? And that is very important, because if you are committed and accountable to your client, their success is far more important than our success. Because when they succeed in their own portfolio, we will likely to succeed as an advisor. To understand that. And these are conversations that are very important, because having such conversation truly tell them that we are able to be adaptable during financial downturns. That's why I want to design my coaching program in a way that empowers you not just with knowledge, with the strategy, and also the confidence to not just navigate, but also to excel during such challenging time. So some of the topics that I want to share with you are in these 5 key areas. So number one is really creating growth through education. You can educate your client about market opportunity that leads them to their growth in terms of their asset allocation. And secondly, what are the strategy to really navigate with position, right? We do not want to navigate with uncertainty and without any clarity. That is the worst thing that you can do. And thirdly, we want to deploy advanced indicators to really guide your clients during volatile market conditions. And we want to be effective about it. And fourthly, what we really want, or thirdly, what we really want is to have portfolio resilience, to craft resilience clients' portfolio during difficult times. Like such as before a crisis, how do you even position the portfolio? During the crisis, how can we change the asset allocation or manage the asset allocation so that we do not just protect the downside, we might even want to leverage when the market goes down. And lastly, position ourselves when the economy is going into or coming out from a recession, going into a bull market. So these are transitions. And these are moments where wealth is being transferred, right? And fourthly, what we want to really do is to spot and leverage mega trends, trends that we are able to stay invested over the next 5 to 10 years, right? So that we go with the flow, we go with the big players, we go with the market makers. We do not get worried. The risk is lower, and these are compelling narrative. It is really beyond us. Think of it this way: do you want to flow against the water, or do you want to flow with the water? Right? Then the thing is, where's the flow? Right? So this is what we want to do for our clients, or even for your clients. Assets that can be investable for the next 5 to 10 years. And lastly, be the advisor of choice. How can you equip yourself and or even develop processes and steps or framework that position you as the foremost thought leader in your client's mind? And that's very important because we want to be the go-to person when your clients always think about investment. And that is what I want to share with you, right? So I share all this. So what I want to tell you that economic downturns are really opportunity for you, and to position yourself for unprecedented growth. And this is the time for you, and it is coming. I can tell you that recession potentially will be coming in the coming years or potentially in 2024. So if you want to really guide your client to success, and want to ride this wave of opportunity, do reach out to me. And obviously, thank you for watching this video until this moment. And you are the advisor. Recession is really the greatest test for you. And you feel that you are not ready and you would like to have a conversation with me, do reach out to me. All the best to you. Bye-bye.